Jeff, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jeff Richard from Tampa, Florida. This is my second time in Bogota and the second time at Latin Introductions. And I can't wait to begin to tell you all the wonderful reasons you should be coming down here soon.
Let's just have a conversation, not sales. I don't want to pitch the sales.
Yeah, that's right. No chance of that with you around.
That's right. No. That's my job. You met a girl. Tell us about it.
Yes, I did. My first time down was in April, and I had appointments with probably maybe 15, 20 different women. Some twice. I actually went out with twice. And this one, Elizabeth, I met on that first trip, went with her 3 or 4 different times. And I just knew the first time I was with her that she was special, real special, both in terms of the way she looked, although there's many good-looking women, but just who she was and the chemistry and how we felt together. And basically, I started to tell other women I didn't want to go out with them anymore because I had found that one that I was going to pursue. Elizabeth, on the other hand, was, slowing me down a little bit. So I actually went back home. We stayed in touch, email, telephone calls. I think it cost like 18 cents a minute or something for me to call down here. And came back last week, and we connected again, and just one thing led to another, and it just went from there, and we're now engaged.
Are you sure about this decision? You sure meeting a girl here in Colombia is a good thing?
It's wonderful. I couldn't feel any happier, totally content. We just hit it off. I have no second, doubts at all.
Okay. Have you been to other places in Colombia?
I have. I've been to Barranquilla maybe 4 or 5 times, Cartagena once, Medellin once, and now this is my second time in Bogota.
Have you seen any difference between the girls in other parts of Colombia and Bogota?
Yes, they're all beautiful. But one thing I did notice, and I've had some friends tell me, and it's true, the women in Bogota, although many of them come from other parts of the country, they're here to get educated. Many of them are professionals, maybe on average a little older through the agency, although you don't have any problems meeting any age you want. So, the type of woman and the caliber and the sophistication, maturity is a little bit more here in Bogota. So I enjoyed it more, and certainly was more conducive to what I was looking for.
Okay, and have you met her family, and how do you think she'll do in the States?
Yes, I met her family, especially her dad. I met all of her family. Her mom actually came with her to the agency the first time. And that's when I first met Elizabeth, was when she had her mom there. And they were there to check out the agency, quite frankly, make sure that, it was legit, that there really were men there. And her mom ended up playing pool with one of the staff that worked there, and I ended up talking to Elizabeth. So we all had a great time. And then from there, since I've been back, I've met her brothers, sisters, the entire family. We were all a little nervous for me to meet her dad, and that went really well. So I think I'm in okay now with the family. And that's just one of the wonderful things about really all the Colombian folks that I've met, is family's real important to them. And being accepted and being welcomed is just very special for me and for everybody I've talked to that's met them. So it's been great.
Okay, you think you can find a girl like Elizabeth in the States?
Well, let's see. After maybe 50 years of trying, I won't count 50, maybe 45, 50, years of trying. No, not even close. Not even close. There are many beautiful women in the United States, no question about it. And I'm sure there's some nice women in the United States, but fewer and farther between, and just much more complicated. And the one thing that I found about women that I've met in Colombia is that they're much more traditional. They're very accepting of traditional roles and the family and what they bring to the relationship. They're real clear about, and they make it real clear for us what that's about. And it's just much more comfortable, and it just feels great.
What would you tell your friends back home? Would you have them come?
I have told many of my friends back home that they're crazy for not joining me. I'd be happy to bring them down. I'll escort them down. And I think many of them are real tempted. I know they're going to be when they meet Elizabeth. There's not going to be any question in their minds that they'll wonder why they wasted so much time in, debating whether to come down or not.
Okay, any last words?
I think it's great. I'm very happy. I wish I were better on film so I could convey that message even more, but my counterpart here that's going to follow me, Mike, he's even going to add to it all.
All right,
so.
One last question. What do you think about Charlie's place on the staff?
I've been, I know a number of folks that have come through different agencies to Colombia, and myself included. I went to one other myself in Barranquilla. The moment I arrived, the night I arrived to Charlie's place in Bogota, I almost felt like I was home. Incredibly comfortable, staff more welcoming than you can imagine. The building, the layout, the bar, everything about it was conducive to making us feel comfortable and helping us just focus on the women and being in the city, and it's fantastic. And I don't think I'll not ever come back to visit from time to time just to say hello, because that's the kind of connection and relationship that I have with everyone, even her mom.
All right. That's it.